Hey guys, and welcome to my first ever Top 5 video. So today's Top 5 video is actually going to be The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. And I'm basically going to be doing the top 5 least favorite, or the top 5 dislikes I have about the game. Mainly because both I want to feel original, and also unlike most channels that like to do their favorites first, I'm going to do my dislikes just because. So yeah, without further ado guys, for number 5, we have ourselves the Zero. The Zero is basically the flying enemy to the left of you that's all green with the orange eyes. Man, his gimmick is dropping a lot of bombs, and they tend to get in the way. In fact, a few times I got game overs too. So even if I can go ahead and defeat the enemy, there's also another gimmick that kind of makes me angry about the game, and that's number 4. Alright? Number 4 is actually the worst when you're not as experienced as I am. So as you can see, I finally defeated that Zero, right? Have decent HP, figured out that you can do the spin dash to actually kill the enemy. In fact, most enemies can get gimped out if you do the spin attack. But, yeah, so, as you can see, I was basically trying to reach a certain point. I couldn't really get there, mainly because, you know, I didn't really plan ahead of time. And I was pretty much restarting this from the beginning, where I haven't finished the first playthrough, but I did decide I wanted to make this top 5 video, right? So here I am, defeating 2 enemies because they're in the way, you know. Defeating enemies, getting coins, all that stuff. And then, I kind of take a moment to think, what am I doing again? So I pause, figure out, oh yeah, it's the castle, and I have to go talk to monkeys in order to have them build a bridge somehow. Don't ask me how that works, but that's how it works. So I'm going over there, alright, I'm like, fine, I'll get it. And then I see him. The Zero comes back in the spawn point again. So enemies actually spawn back after a few moments of you not being in an area, and when you go to a new area as well. So, go ahead, fight, do this awesome trick to get rid of them, and yeah, that's basically number 4. So for number 3, we have ourselves the Armored Knight's Chamber, or the Armored Knight for short. Man, not only is this fight super annoying, and if you don't know how to beat him, he's actually a nightmare, but even trying to do research and looking up this guy. I looked up 2 or 3 different websites trying to find this one man's name, and for some reason he wasn't really there. So I literally had to do another playthrough just so I can use amiibo that I have luckily in order to find out what this guy's name is. And as you can see, I'm trying everything. I already threw bombs, I already tried magic, I tried the hook shot. None of it's working, alright? And there's no indication in exactly how you should beat him. So then, I get a game over, alright? I give it another try. This time, more ready, I have a game plan, alright? What I'm going to do is whack him as many times as I can by starting off with the spin dash, since that's the strongest move we have. As you can see, it actually did damage. So, literally, the way to beat him is to take jumps and do spin dashes in order to beat this guy. And like, well, I was playing through it. I had no idea. I didn't even know he was supposed to be a mandatory fight. Like, I got him as an amiibo and tried out his dungeon, couldn't beat him. I'm like, okay, maybe I need to advance more in the game. It turns out that you can beat him early on, but you have to be able to time your jumps and spin dashes. As you can see, I almost died, even though I know how to beat him, and I beat him a few times already. So, pretty much, victory death, get to celebrate a bit. And this leads into our number 2, colored switches. Now, this is just the beginning dungeon, so this is only an example. It's not as bad as it could be, alright? So, basically, you hit the switch, alright, you go to the next room, and you hope that you hit it the right time, right? So the only way I can get through this area was if I hit the red switch, but then going to the next room, I need to hit the blue switch. Which basically means that unless I have myself a boomerang, or arrows, or bombs, you know, basically something to hit the switch from far away, or at least give me time to run out, there's really nothing I could do. And colored switches in the later dungeons gets a lot more tedious, especially when they introduce a new gimmick, which isn't that bad, but with colored switches, makes it a nightmare to get through. Alright? But that's not even the worst, alright? This is just number 2. For our number 1, we have ourselves, I'm gonna call it the Chicken Quest, alright? So, you finish off one of the dungeons, you kind of figure out what's up. The man lets you know, there's hidden roosters in the village. So, he's pretty much how you advance, right? This guy gives you hints. At least he should be in the games. So, I wonder what it is. Attempt number 1. Whack all the chickens in the village. Because, you know, hidden rooster, so maybe if you hit the chickens in the right way, or just hit all the chickens in general, it will lead to the goal. So I hit a few chickens, then I realized, nah, that's dumb. So number 2, read the sign. This is where the rooster sleeps, huh? Well, I can't hit it, I can't whack it. I try a few songs, actually. This is song number 1, which kind of figured it wasn't going to work, because, you know, it's just teleportation. This is song number 2, which is basically the girl's song, and this is also the spot in which you learn this song in general. So, giving it a few tries, nothing's working. Alright, let's try the frog song. The frog song literally says it helps awaken things, you know? Makes them wake up, celebrate. But that doesn't work, so I decided to whack it a few times, try and hit it. Who knows, maybe you blow it up? No, that's not it. Alright, so I go to attempt number 4, which is basically going all the way up here. This is literally the only chicken guy, alright? The guy who takes care of chickens. He lets you know that in the day there used to be flying chickens. Okay, cool, maybe that's what we need to do. So I decide, well, if you piss off chickens, they tend to attack you. So maybe that's what I should do. He kicks me out, so I'm thinking, alright, maybe this is a dungeon. So I'll go ahead and whack each one of these chickens. Really? Nothing's happening? And I get kicked out again. Alright, so that's a bust. So after days of thinking, I finally get to attempt number 5. Which is, you know, having no other ideas left. And this is you literally having to think. You have to push it out of the way. Push it out of the way! I didn't even know that. And the thing is, he does give you a hint by saying the rooster dial, and I didn't know what that was at first until I pushed it. But yeah, that's basically number 1. So, that was my top 5 videos. Leave a comment or a like below, maybe dislike, up to you guys. And let me know what you guys thought about this. Do you want me to do more? Is this pretty much just a one-time thing? Basically, you guys let me know. And without further ado, guys, remember, it's okay to flail sometimes.